Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you're like me, you're always watching for those little pieces of news that can tell us a lot about where the Cleveland Browns are headed. And let me tell you, recent developments surrounding the quarterback competition are nothing short of fascinating. You see, the Browns have been in a phase of transition at the quarterback position for a while now, with several names in the mix. But one player, Pickett, has been making some interesting comments that could shake things up even further. Now, I know what you're thinking. Pickett isn't a Browns player, he's with the Steelers. But stay with me here because what he's revealing about how he can win the QB competition could very well influence how Cleveland approaches their own quarterback battles, especially given the division rival dynamics. So, let's set the scene here. The AFC North, one of the most competitive divisions in the NFL, has been evolving rapidly over the past few seasons. The Browns, with their strong roster, have been eyeing another deep playoff run, maybe even a Super Bowl appearance, and the quarterback position is crucial in that quest. This season, there's a lot of buzz about Deshaun Watson, of course, but with the offseason and training camp in full swing, every little detail about how teams are preparing, who's stepping up, and the mental game, like the mindset of Kenny Pickett, becomes incredibly relevant. Pickett, as we know, has been trying to establish himself as the Steelers' franchise quarterback, and his comments lately give us some insight into what it takes to outcompete others in such a high-stakes environment. What did he say? Well, Kenny Pickett emphasized that winning a quarterback competition isn't just about throwing the most touchdowns or having the best arm. It's about consistency, mental toughness, and understanding the game at a deeper level. He mentioned that to truly come out on top, a QB has to be relentless in their preparation, constantly refining their reads, and showing resilience through adversity. Pickett's words make a lot of sense because, in the NFL, the mental game can often be the differentiator between good and great. And for Browns fans, this is especially interesting because it mirrors some of the qualities that Deshaun Watson has been cultivating since his arrival: resilience, focus, and a desire to lead. Now, while Pickett is not directly competing with Cleveland's quarterback, his insights could influence the quarterback conversations around the league, including Cleveland's internal debates. You see, the Browns are in a unique position. After acquiring Watson, expectations skyrocketed, but there's always been a question mark about consistency and longevity at the quarterback position. And with players like Dorian Thompson-Robinson showing flashes of potential in preseason, the Browns are probably trying to evaluate not just skill, but also mental toughness and readiness to lead in high-pressure situations. This leads us to think about how Cleveland's coaching staff might be looking at these mental attributes. They understand that in the NFL, talent alone isn't enough. It's about the ability to perform under pressure, to handle the media scrutiny, and to keep cool when the game is on the line. That's why the comments from Pickett are so relevant, because they highlight the importance of the mental game, which is a core focus for Cleveland as well. If Deshaun Watson can maintain the form he showed in previous seasons, combined with the mental strength he's been developing, then the Browns could be poised for a serious playoff push. But if they find themselves in a tight competition, those mental attributes are what could tip the scales. And speaking of Watson, he's been working tirelessly in the offseason to sharpen his skills and regain his top form. The expectations are sky high. Fans are looking at him as the cornerstone of their Super Bowl aspirations. But it's not just about physical talent. It's about leadership, resilience, and mental sharpness, traits that players like Pickett have been emphasizing in their interviews. The competition isn't just between players on the field, it's also a mental contest that spills over into team culture. Cleveland's coaching staff, led by head coach Kevin Stefanski, has been pushing for a culture of mental toughness and consistency, and these comments from Pickett only reinforce the importance of those qualities. Now, let's talk about some of the stats and recent performances that give us a clearer picture of where Cleveland's quarterback situation stands. Deshaun Watson, in the last season, had moments of brilliance, but also periods of inconsistency, something Cleveland fans are hoping he can overcome this year. His completion percentage, yards per game, and touchdown-interception ratio are all metrics to watch, but equally important is his ability to stay mentally focused during crucial moments. Meanwhile, Dorian Thompson-Robinson has been impressing in preseason drills, showing agility, decision-making, and a certain calmness under pressure. These are all qualities that, as Pickett suggests, are essential for a quarterback to really win a competition at the NFL level. Furthermore, the Browns' offensive line has been a big part of this equation. Protecting the quarterback is fundamental, especially when you have someone like Watson, who can make plays with his legs and arm but needs time to do so. The offensive line's chemistry, combined with the quarterback's mental toughness, will determine a lot of the upcoming season's success. Cleveland has invested heavily in their offensive line, and this year, the hope is that they can provide the stability needed for Watson or any other QB to thrive. And let's not forget about the coaching staff. Kevin Stefanski has been stressing the importance of competition and mental readiness, trying to create an environment where every player understands what it takes to succeed. The Browns' approach this offseason has been about building resilience, both physically and mentally. They know that in a division where every game is a battle, mental toughness and the ability to perform under pressure will be the real difference makers. Looking forward, the Browns are entering this season with a lot of optimism, but also a clear understanding that they need their quarterbacks to step up mentally as much as physically. The competition isn't just about who throws the most accurate pass or who runs the fastest. It's about who can handle the pressure, stay focused, and lead the team in crucial moments. The insights from Kenny Pickett, even though they're about him and the Steelers, serve as a reminder of what it takes to win at this level. The mental game is a constant battle, and Cleveland is counting on their quarterbacks to rise to that challenge. Fans, it's an exciting time for the Browns. The division is tough, yes, but the potential is even greater. With Watson's experience, the rising talent of Dorian Thompson-Robinson, and a coaching staff that emphasizes resilience and mental toughness, Cleveland could be looking at a breakthrough season. But as we all know, nothing is guaranteed in the NFL. It's a league of inches, mental fortitude, and relentless effort. The competition at quarterback is fierce, and the lessons from other teams and players like Pickett only underscore how important it is to be prepared mentally to take that next step. So, as we keep an eye on training camp battles, preseason performances, and the evolving strategies, remember that the mental aspect of the game is just as critical as the physical. Cleveland Browns fans can be optimistic, but also realistic, knowing that success will come from a combination of talent, preparation, resilience, and mental toughness. The season is just around the corner, and the road to the Super Bowl is paved with determination and focus. Keep your spirits high, stay engaged, and let's see how our Browns respond to these challenges. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all of this? Do you believe Deshaun Watson can bounce back fully and lead this team to new heights? Or do you think the internal competition and mental toughness will be the deciding factors? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Browns. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, more insights, and all the latest news you need to stay ahead of the game. So stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's get ready for what promises to be an electrifying season for Cleveland. Thanks for sticking with me, and as always, go Browns.